Do you need social media to be successful on Etsy? Today, I'm going to teach you how to blow up your Etsy shop with Instagram Reels. You might have heard that you don't need social media to be successful on Etsy, and I think that's true. You don't need it, but my question is, how quickly do you want to be successful? Social media is all about accelerating your growth and getting fast feedback to move you forward. If you leverage social media, your shop will evolve faster and it will build your brand in a faster way. And I have found that Instagram Reels can actually be one of the top ways to increase your reach and build your brand. And today I'll explain exactly how that works, as well as what works really well for turning your Instagram followers into buyers. If you're thinking, I can't do Instagram, I can't do Reels, I'm not touching it, I want no part of it, just watch this. This is my first Reel. That was cringy, right? Your first reel, it can absolutely suck and it can absolutely be cringy. But what matters is getting started. So what should you be thinking about when you create a reel for Instagram to actually get buyers? Number one is you got to think about the goal. What is the goal of this piece of content? First, I think that the goal should be getting a large reach of people who are your potential customers and who align with brands that your targeted premium customers align with. What brands have the customers that you want to have? Next, we need to think about how to get these people to engage with us, interact, giving a ton more value than what you're asking for in return. What this means is we're not just posting all of our products on Instagram. This is like the number one thing. That is not going to get a following of hot leads who are ready to buy. So you have to give value. Now I'm going to teach you ways to give value. Okay, write these down. Educate, give ideas. You need to, entertain. Entertainment can be value. And we need to solve problems. Let's say you're selling physical products. Well, maybe you do a post that is 10 gift ideas for her, and maybe half of those are from your shop or 2 of those are from your shop, but you're giving them a full list of actually good gift ideas. Real value, real education, not contrived education where you're trying to force your products to fit into this list of 10 things. 10 ways to use this necklace, 10 ways to wear this necklace, 10 ways to display this candle, or a tutorial for using something. This is great for digital products, especially step-by-step instructions for how to use your product, how to hang it up, okay, how to display it, how to install it, right? Those are all great ideas for value you can give in a product-based business. How to style something. This is fantastic for print-on-demand sellers where you are doing t-shirts, right? Wear to work fashion. How to style this in a girls' night fashion. This could also be great for decor. How to style this bookshelf. Another idea would be 10 trends for living rooms, 10 trends for kitchens in 2024, 10 trends for summer fashion this summer, 10 trends for Halloween costumes, right? And you play into 1 or 2 of those, but you're giving them value, you're giving them education and ideas. Think of your Instagram account like a magazine. We want to provide some value while influencing and providing some lifestyle content and some value outside of the products we're pushing. So they are selling within that magazine, but there's so much other content, right? And it's very much a lifestyle where you open that up and you're targeting someone's lifestyle. You're aligning with someone's ideal lifestyle. So you can sell, but you want to be influencing, educating, giving value, entertaining, making people feel better about their lives. Now, the second thing about Instagram, this is where we are nurturing current customers, and this is focused on LTV, the lifetime value of your customer. It's really more focused on nurturing customers versus finding new customers. Pinterest, for example, very focused on new customers. Instagram focused on nurturing current customers. It is really part of creating that 4 seasons customer experience. The customer experience should continue from your shop out to your social media channels. This is where brand consistency is key. The same way you treat your customers in Etsy messages when they're shopping with you, you want to treat them with that same care and respect that you do on Etsy on your Instagram. Consistency of brand and consistency of the experience is really key. You can't have an amazing customer experience on Etsy Etsy, and then everything on Instagram is just slapping things up, not engaging, not giving value, right? That's a mismatch of a customer experience. You will start to see a lot of requests for items and orders coming through Instagram, and that is a true sign that you are doing this right. Instagram is also one of the best places to get customer feedback. The stories are really where a lot of engagement happens. This could be, do you like font A or font B? Do you like color A or color B? Do you like gold or silver? That type of thing. You can even get a full pre-order list for new designs that you haven't launched yet. And then you basically send them the listing when it's live. And this would be where you're asking in a poll, let me know if you'd like the early bird discount to this new X, whatever it is, before we launch it. And then when you publish that listing, you go back to your archived stories and you message all those people the link to the listing. And maybe you're giving them a coupon code for their purchase. Instagram is also a place to foster social proof. This is a place that your prospective customers are interacting with your current customers. So there is a mix here. And this is where your customers will see that you truly care. They will also see if you are tagged in customer posts, when you reshare customer posts or reshare the stories that you are tagged in. Your Etsy shop reviews and review sharing is really a key part of building social proof on Instagram. Now, Instagram is also a great place to use as a bridge to your email list or your website. It's so much easier to convert someone and entice them to go from Etsy to Instagram instead of Etsy to your website or Etsy to your email list. And then once they're on Instagram, you can nurture them, right? Instagram's a place of nurturing, and then you can get them to your email list or your website. Now, before we get into what's working on Instagram really well right now specifically, I do want to talk about making your brand a sellable asset, because a brand is something that you can sell. Just like a strong email list, a strong social media following can be a great asset to your brand. And if you have an exit strategy behind the brand that you're building up a strong, engaged social media platform is so worth it. This does not mean buying bot followers. This means actually nurturing your customers and growing with organic methods. So what is working well on Instagram? Number one, if you have at least 5,000 followers, I highly recommend implementing ManyChat. ManyChat is where you can set up automations to send links to your Etsy shop or certain products to your Instagram followers. So these are people who comment on a post, they comment 1, 2, 3, and then they get the link for the whatever t-shirt. This is so key, and you'll see influencers do this all the time. It is one of the best ways to drive traffic from Instagram to Etsy. So if you have at least 5,000 followers, I think it would be worth setting up ManyChat. And I can do a whole video about how to do ManyChat. Comment below if you'd like a tutorial on how to set up ManyChat for your Etsy shop. The next thing that's working really well still with Instagram is collaborations with influencers and really micro influencers, as well as tagging celebrities and larger influencers. You are not going to get some celebrity to show your products if you just send it to them. With larger celebrities, you want to use a tagging strategy. With smaller micro influencers, you can actually send product and have them open it. I did something for a customer and it had the name Jolie on it. And if you guys know Jana Kramer, that is her daughter's name. So I tagged Jana in the sneak peek post of that order, and she wrote back that she thought it was really cute. So you definitely get attention with certain tagging strategies with celebrities. You really do. It's not every single time and it's not a predictable result, but it's the best way to get their attention. And I have a whole strategy around this if you're curious. Now, there is a whole set of criteria in deciding if you should work with a mid or micro influencer, but the big theme is to study their engagement. We also want to look at posts that they've done for other brands. That is key. Is the engagement legitimate, or is it all like bot engagement? With our students, we can actually look at a micro influencer or a mid-level influencer that they want to work with and give them kind of like a yay or nay if they should proceed, if it would be a good ROI for them. Now, with your posts, what works well with posts? You're really going to want to focus on the transformation, not the DIY. You want to focus on the magic of the transformation. That way, you're not going to get the DIY customer or the other business who's trying to copy your ideas. The magic of the transformation, that will get your customer. So this is like showing speed designing of a print-on-demand design or a mock-up or a digital product, and then showing the final product as they would use it. So the outcome. Maybe you're showing a recording on your screen of selecting different font options, testing them out, and then showing the final product. So process content is so key. You really don't have to be out there dancing or talking to the camera. It can be totally faceless. If you're open to being on camera, you can just set up your phone and have it recording while you're doing things and then speed it up, even if it is just sitting at your computer. Right now, covers are really, really smart to add to your content. If you don't have a good moment to create a cover from in your footage, consider creating a separate cover. We have found it makes such a difference on certain types of reels. Hashtags are definitely something to add, but don't overthink it. Don't spend a ton of time on it. And there's not a magic number that you need. I tend to add as many that would make sense. Trending audio is key. The more in sync the content and the creative is with the beat of the audio, the better it will do. Also, lighting is everything. We don't want harsh overhead fluorescent lighting. Natural light is always going to do better when it comes to reels. So just get outside or get in front of a window and have the light coming from behind the camera. In terms of getting your reels to loop to get engagement up, I have found a really great sweet spot at 3 to 4 seconds. I've been doing that over and over and my reels pop off when I do that. So I would highly recommend trying a 3 to 4 second time with looping included. And remember, when you are creating content in reels, you always want to create a story. You always want to have a strong hook. You're not just saying, buy this thing. You want to create a story out of your product. Tell the stories over and over in new ways because stories connect. Product doesn't. And I've actually made over 6 figures a month by social selling. So if you'd like advice on this, just reach out. This one does really well because it is using a Walt Disney quote, appealing to that Disney lover customer, making your orders no matter what in the motorhome. How cool is that? Sped up, showing the process. Here is a great example of education, why you should not buy cheap jewelry. And it has an opinion, it's controversial. Some people love cheap jewelry. Here is a great example showing the process. You can see showing what people would not expect as part of the process. True behind the scenes, and as you can see, they have a great cover. They didn't use like this is the cover. That would not have performed as well. They added a separate cover. This is a great example of a digital shop that targets people in the veterinarian profession. They are showing, something very relatable, talking about what it takes to work with animals, what type of people they are, and then I created something for you. Here's a great example of problem solving, 3 ways to hide ugly stuff. What a fantastic idea. You're really creating solutions and showing examples, but it's still the magic. It's not showing how to make something. This is great for seasonal relatability, summer inspired decor. So making sure that your reels stay updated and relevant with the seasons. Okay, this is a great example showing process. Notice the background. It's not some, dirty kitchen table. It's like a food photography type of a background. Here's a great example of how to use the product, right? Showing my favorite way to use this product. These are all hooks that you guys can use and prompts you can use. A results reveal, that is also very addicting for people to watch. It's kind of like that ASMR thing. And lastly, here's an example, tips for using something, right? How to use a kit. Let's say you sell craft kits, how to actually use it. And one more that really sparks engagement and questions. This is great. What's your go-to gift for a bride-to-be? And you can see all the comments. You could ask your customers, what is your go-to gift for this type of person? And that will give you product ideas as well. It's a great way to interact with your followers. If you would like help using your Instagram to blow up your Etsy shop and to really accelerate the growth of your brand, just reach out to us. That is an area of our expertise. We really believe in strong organic growth before driving paid traffic. And there's so much you can do with organic methods on Instagram specifically. I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, if you would like a tutorial on ManyChat, happy to do it. Just let me know in the comments. And if you liked today's video, please subscribe to the channel and I will do more on social media selling soon.
The month before I started the program, I made $696. The first month after joining the coaching program, I made $4,149, and that came from 133 orders in my Etsy shop.